Hello my beautiful badgers, Messi Coda back again with another classic game dev interview. This time I'm joined on my virtual sofa by Andy Rutz from Rutz Studios, game developer and low poly artist extraordinaire who can bring you modular characters, buildings and environments over on the Unity Asset Store. This interview took place back in September 2023 on allthews.twitch.tv/themessycoda, where you can still catch me today doing live dev interviews over on Twitch. If you got any questions, pop over, stick them in the chat and we'll ask them live on stream. But for now, click that like button, click subscribe, put your comments down below, and I'll see you all in a moment. There's no talking about Unity shenanigans, for it is forbidden.
Why not?
Oh my word!
Why not?
Why not?
I'm actually kind of excited about it. It's all we can talk about these days, isn't it?
It's all we can talk about. Oh my word! Hang on, I'm not. Can they hear you? Say something magical. You know what? How we can test
magical
if they can hear you or not. There's only one way to test if they can hear you.
Okay. You want me to sing?
I want you to say. I want you to do it. You're gonna do it for me?
You want me to do it? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So I'm gonna sing something in Spanish. You said, right?
Exactly.
Okay, let's see. Come on, I'm gonna go for a very old song. See who notices. It goes like this: Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar alegría y cosa buena. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. There you go.
Keep going. Don't stop.
What do we don't stop? I want people to listen. I don't want them to go away.
So, that song was called Feliz Navidad, wasn't it?
Oh, you're a Christmas boy, ain't you?
Downsky wants to actually know, what does it mean? Can you translate that song?
So it's talking about this girl called Macarena, and there's these people telling her to dance. So it's telling her basically move your body with happiness, Macarena, because your body is to give happiness to the world, Macarena. Basically.
That's why they keep saying Macarena.
Yeah, that's her name. It's the name of a girl. Apparently she has a banging body, and they wanted to keep moving it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was crazy famous back in the 90s.
I do remember that.
Yeah. There's a dance about it and everything. Like they put it in movies and whatnot. Yeah.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Exactly. Can I ask, chat? Are you getting any background noise off my microphone? Because I've got the fan on in the background. So chat, let me know. I'll be quiet for a moment. I'll be silent, and let me know if you can hear any noise in the background. Okay, that's long enough. An intermittent hum, but it's okay. Good. Because
it might be my laptop. I have a.
Oh no, it's definitely me. I can see it on the bars. It's coming through the microphone.
My fan on my laptop, it's like an airplane.
Oh no, it's nothing compared to this. But to be fair, I would say, okay, I would sit here and not have the fan on, but I don't love you that much. so you're gonna be sacrificed on that. By the way, I will ask this in a moment, but I am loving the video on your website. But before you get into telling me about that, we need to do a proper introduction. Are you ready for your first ever messy introduction?
I am very ready.
I was going to say, on your website, it's Andy Rutz. So I can... How would you like me to do the intro? Would you like me to say Rutz Studios, Andy from Rutz Studios, Macarena from Rutz Studios? How does it go? What is it?
Whatever rocks your body, man. Honestly, it doesn't matter. But if you type Andy Rutz in Google, you'll find literally everything. It's easier to find anything from Andy Rutz than Rutz Studios. So probably go that route.
When you say you find anything,
yeah, you literally type.
You see my Google.
You even see my pictures there. Like
your pictures?
Yeah, you see my face and everything.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah. I got one with a suit.
Oh,
Yeah, you get the whole shebang. You got 3D models, products I've uploaded, the NFTs I've done. You even get a band one with that I used to be a photographer for bands back home when I was like, I don't know, 18 or 20. So there's a couple of pictures of those too.
Oh my word.
But yeah, I'm all over the internet.
All over that internet.
Yeah, literally.
Alright, there's a noise gate and a noise suppression level. Is that what you're talking about? Saw the orc, should I put a noise suppression?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little bars next to the voice.
Or should I put noise gate?
I'm
Do
not
you
sure.
really need a
There's
fan? Noise gate. Noise gate doesn't sound good. Okay.
in Discord, there's a noise suppression type thing. Like next to where it says voice connected, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
lines there.
I'm trying to do it on the OBS. Oh, it seems like. Hang on, chat. Does it sound okay now, or do I sound like a robot? Oh, I can't see it. It's all of the fuzzy background noise has disappeared from the bar. Oh, that looks nice. But the question is, does it sound? Do I still sound sexy with this suppression on?
I mean,
Because I remember.
does that ever go away?
Does it ever go away? I don't know. I had suppression on before. I think people were complaining that the audio just went a bit poop. Too sexy.
Hey, what's just suppressing their emotions, man?
We can hear the fan when you speak. Turn on background noise. Right.
I guess people are never gonna be happy.
Okay. No one. We can't make everyone happy all the time. But I think.
Sadly.
I think this is gonna have to do. Right.
You can ask Unity about that.
I can ask Unity about that. Do you know what, Andy? You're going to be my experiment today. So you're the experiment stream. So if it goes down, it's your fault.
Right. Awesome. Love it.
If you do the 100 hertz, it will help when you speak. But this is good. Move on. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what he means. What does he mean, the 100 hertz?
I really don't have any idea either. He got me there.
100 hertz.
I feel a bit dumb right now.
It says, when I click filters, it gives me the option 3-band equalizer, compressor, expander, gain, invert polarity. I thought that said profanity. Limiter, noise gate, noise suppression, upward compressor. Oh, misses. I bet that's painful. And the VST2X plugin. Now, I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and I've never taken the effort to learn OBS, which might explain why I still have never been invited into Unity's inner circle of influencers. To have. Could you imagine me if I was in that meeting? If I was in that meeting, right, with the Unity employees? Oh my word! It would have gone mad. It would have exploded. I was in that meeting.
I think everybody was high on that meeting.
Oh my word! They might have all been doing things.
I think somebody brought brownies and brought the wrong brownies.
That could have been.
That happened.
Oh my word! The magic brownies.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put back the game. I was playing about with it. All right. Attack. What does attack time mean? Hold time. God, no, let's put that down like that, and then I'll go like that, and boom. Okay. Attack time and hold time. That sounds funky. Right, then.
It sounds like a game.
It does sound like a game. Like, what is your attack time? My attack time is 39. Ah, I defeated you.
Wow, that's like 39 times per second.
Yeah.
You had the same time. Oh man, you know what? I was. Have you ever watched the series called Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I think.
I love that. I loved it until the last season. The last season sucked. I loved it until the last.
It did. I think they were told to shut down and they sped it up. But right now, when I said that, I just had this guy Peralta saying the title of your sex tape.
Yes. Yeah.
That came to my mind.
So true. So true. Oh my! But you're not allowed to say that. We'll get cancelled. Don't.
Oh,
I'll
true.
get
Oh, I'm
myself.
sorry.
Yeah,
I said pest tape.
yeah. Pez tape,
Pest tape.
Unity tape. All right.
Nailed it.
Are you ready for the intro? Because don't worry, all of this stuff gets deleted before he goes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
No, you say it stays on Twitch, but he doesn't go onto YouTube because we have to.
Aw.
So on Twitch you get the VOD with all of the outtakes and us being silly and running around naked, going, "Look at
Love
me! I'm eating the brownies from the Unity meeting." But on YouTube it's all professional, so that we get all of that. Nice.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Because you got to get that good YouTube advertisement.
Vibe. Yeah, it's the vibe part. I get it. Also, if you want to watch live, there has to be some sort of, niche to the live thing. You want to watch it because you get all the bloopers and all this stuff.
I'm turning my fan off because unsub button's not going to let me let this live this down. All right, the fan's off. Okay, and
you're in the UK, ain't you?
I am in the UK.
It's not hot over there.
I'm my little office that I'm in, right? This little single bedroom that I'm in is bloody hot. Okay, so I'm taking my trousers off. Okay, so now
that makes sense.
Right, I'm just in
That's
my
logical.
pants,
Yep.
and I'm going to open the window.
Stand behind your computer. You get the fan breeze.
All right. Okay, so now I've got my window open so the neighbours can hear, right? And I'm in my pants.
Title of your sex tape. I'm sorry. Test tape.
So now you don't have to worry about the buzzing in the background. Are you ready for the proper introduction then?
I am. I'm being serious now.
Okay, let's get it on. Everybody sitting at home in front of your Google watches, your Alexa microwave PCs of the future. Don't worry about that buzzing noise in the background. You're joined by Andy Rutz from Rutz Studios over on the Unity Asset Store. Are you on Unreal as well, Andy?
Not yet. Emphasis on not yet.
Emphasis on not yet.
Yes.
So does that mean it's coming soon?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm looking. Well, we'll talk about it. But I'm looking to kind of bump up the style for Unreal so it matches Unreal games and the game look.
What? So it matches on. What does that mean?
Well, like Unreal games, they have this look very specific. Like when a game was made on Unreal
because it looks pretty,
time, right? It has a thing. I'm not gonna say it's pretty. I actually kind of like the indie feel of Unity a little bit more. That's just me. But
the indie feel. What is the indie feel lower quality? Is that what it means? What do you mean by the indie feel?
I would say it's less time to invest in how it looks and more of a creativity kind of vibe. You get creative when you don't have all the resources that big studio has. So it has a different look.
That's a very polite way of saying that Unity games look bad.
I'm saying they look different.
I mean...
Well, I can't blame it on Unity though. Like, it doesn't look bad because of the artwork that is on Unity. It's because
you're saying that because you're the artist selling his artwork on Unity.
But Unity has not invested the time in getting the lighting right.
Oh, you see, it's not that the artwork is poor. It's that Unity's art lighting.
Exactly.
Okay.
See?
Now, with that in mind, what do you have to change then for your stuff to be in Unreal then? Because it surely just the lighting is the same. Is it the colors? What is it?
No, it's mostly rigging and how the mesh works on Unreal. Okay. Yeah, it's different. So everything works better over there. Yeah.
And they have and everything has to have colliders. Does Unreal do the colliders for you, or do you have to put all the colliders on everything?
No, you do have to put colliders for whatever mesh you're bringing in, unless it's a character, and then the character you create a character avatar inside, and that becomes the colliders.
So do you feel like it's easier then to get stuff into
No.
Unity? It's less effort to be in Unity.
Oh, the Unity,
don't make
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah,
We have
100%.
happy accidents.
But then you really like retargeting in Unity is subpar. It's a nice word of saying. Unreal's retargeting is amazing. It does feel AAA. So, but it does take a longer amount of time to set up anything in there.
So for somebody getting started, the Unity asset store is better. Might be a better place for them to get to wet their beak and being an asset publisher rather than Unreal.
Yeah, that definitely. Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think the marketplace is easier to get in, and it's less competition for sure. Unity has a lot more people in there. Also, they take forever to publish anything.
They do.
Like
It's
they're
about
like 3 months
6
in.
years, isn't it? you're
Yeah,
in the queue.
about. I had a friend that he posted about 4 months ago, and he's 200 something in the queue this week.
Oh my word, that's madness.
That's madness.
That
Yeah,
is.
it is ridiculous.
Well, thank you, by the way, Big Gamey. Thank you for the sub. 15 months, you beautiful badger. That's crazy.
Hey, congrats.
That is 50 months of love.
That's amazing.
I can't believe we've been doing this stream for more than 15 months. That's insane. What is this animation on your website? I mean, I just keep on watching it on loop. It's lovely. What is it?
Well, so I had a kind of blockchain era in my career. I got hired to do artwork for different blockchain projects. I ended up doing a couple of them myself, and one of them was a MMO like a MMORPG game, and it was where you could kind of use your character, and then we had a bunch of other collections that had their own characters come into the MMO world, and they could play as their own character if they partner with us. So with that background, I just started doing animations or learning to do animations at that moment. So I kind of got into my head that I wanted to do a web series, and I did the video, and that's why in the video you see that there's some names that pop up in the bottom, kind of saying the name of the characters and in the collections, and that character, the main character in this in the video, is actually the character that I use inside the game. So we were doing this kind of series type thing where you could see the characters that were being played inside the game, and they will give you questing, and you will also see them in a web series. And so it was kind of my first attempt at motion picture. That's why I put it there.
Lovely.
But it's a lot better with sound. It doesn't have sound there, but it's pretty cool with sound.
Who did the sound?
Oh yeah, I did everything, even the voices. I'll send it to you. But there's voices and everything. I did the sounds and everything, like the whole thing. Effects.
That's awesome. So you wrote the theme tune, you sang the theme tune.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing, the whole shebang. Yeah, some of the sounds were me making sounds on the microphone and kind of updating it in sound software. It was fun.
That's awesome. I've got to listen to the whole thing then. Just to hear. Can you give me a rendition of one of the characters' voices now? Can you remember one of the voices you were doing?
Honestly, it's been almost a couple of years. I don't remember. I'm gonna send you the video right now. I'll send you a video right now. I have it here. It's one of those things that you keep tight because you're happy about it. I actually wanted to redo. I'm looking to redo the voices with AI now that AI exists and you can have nice voiceovers.
Oh my word! So you're gonna have AI do the voices?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It'll sound much better than my voice being all reverbed and with a ton of effects on top of it.
Could you think AI could do my voice? So so we don't have to worry about the fan.
I think if we record you, we can feed it to an AI. It could replicate it.
Oh my word! Can you imagine a machine learning trying to learn me?
Definitely.
It would protest. It would be like, "What am I doing? I can't do this. This is nonsense."
This is
Oh my word.
not good.
Well, Bob says 60 to 90 seconds of messy talking and Elven Labs should replicate your voice perfectly. Oh my word. I feel like I am obsolete.
I think he nailed it.
I think this video was lovely. I loved it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was really fun to make. I actually have it's a longer video because that was kind of the intro to the episode, and I got up to I think like 8 minutes of the whole episode done. And I've been planning to get back to it at some point, but I took a break from it.
Well, you're very busy. I mean, you've also obviously you've got your store, and you're either very generous, very lazy, or a genius. Because if anyone's noticed, exclamation mark Rutz in chat. Thank you, Big Gamey, for that exclamation mark. So if you go to the Andy Rutz store, it's the 7 days sale, 50% off. So the code is 50% off. Do these 7 days ever end?
It's every 7 days.
So every 7 days the sale starts again.
Yeah, until I feel that spring is over.
Until spring is done.
It's more of an emotional type thing. I live in spring, so whenever spring goes down and I feel I'm in winter, then I will have a winter sale.
Is the winter sale going to be less generous? Is we going to see?
I don't know. It depends on how cold I feel.
I love it. How chilly it is in winter.
Yeah, it depends on the chilly. Definitely. And depends how many Christmas songs I hear. If I hear people singing Feliz Navidad outside.
Feliz Navidad, exactly.
There you go.
Well, it's 50% off. I mean, you can't really argue with 50% off. And what is on? It's more than what's on the asset store, because you've also got these forest enemies that aren't on the Unity asset store.
Oh yeah. There's a I think that was the only one. Maybe. Hold on. If you click on the characters on top, there's a character button on top or somewhere in there.
Now let's go back into character button. Characters. Yeah, 3 characters. Lena, she's on the asset store. Elijah's on the asset store.
And
then it's the forest
enemies.
enemies.
No, yeah. So I took them out. So there is a goblin, an orc, and the troll. You see them all 4 in there?
Yes.
So there's a one version as enemies in there, but I also have them modular like Lena and Elijah. So they have about 20 outfits themselves.
I get a He-Man vibe from that, like, the remade He-Man vibe. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Wow, mostly Pinterest.
Really?
Yeah, I just go and browse on Pinterest like crazy. And lately, actually, I've been using AI, just kind of tell it, make me 5 characters and a character sheet, and then kind of see what happens with that.
Oh, like concept art. So AI generates your concept art, and then you build from that.
But that's lately. I've not put anything in the store that I've done with AI yet.
Because Unity loves punishing people who do.
Imagine.
Did you even look at AI? There's a little button that says, "Did you ever use AI in your life before submitting this asset?" The button that says that.
Oh man, that is awful.
And then it's like, it's a 20 cents fee every time you import your models into Unity. Yeah.
Every time anybody brings in the asset into their project.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fee every time you browse a page on the asset store.
Oh god, this is gonna be another 2 weeks of Unity mess up. I mean, I've never seen so many coders type on Twitter. Honestly, coders are usually like once every 2 days or 3 days. Developers, they post a picture. Hey, I did this. I made my character jump, or I made him swim, or something cool. Now they're like everybody came out from under the rocks. All the developers, and all the studios,
and people who have never got nothing to do with Unity or game design or game development. They're all on Instagram making a video And like,
Making a statement.
yeah, Unity is destroying the world.
Yeah.
Who are
Even the
you?
Unreal people. Now you see all the Unreal people coming out. See, I told you so. Unreal's better. It's like this has nothing to do with the software, people.
Yeah,
Go back.
and now you see all the Godot people walking out in their berets, smoking a cigarette on a stick. Going,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you to come over to me.
But you did not listen.
You did not
No.
listen to me. Now you pay your fees. That's what's
Oh
happening.
man.
That's
Godot is
what's...
gonna if they play their cards right, they're gonna get a nice influx of people. Because you need to piss off the masses.
Yeah, but to be fair, the people coming from into Godot are going to be like, I was not expecting to do effort to make
Yeah,
my game.
definitely.
What is this?
Yeah, that's literally the first thing that's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna be able to hold them. They will get the influx, but I don't think they'll hold them.
Yeah. Let's see what this. I think it's what this marketing and sales shenanigans is leading. But we don't have to worry about that right now because
No,
we don't get fined by Rutz Studios, do we?
not at all.
Not at all. Now
We're on a
you
spring sale.
not in the. Hang on, is your Sci-Fi Mega Pack on the Unity Asset Store?
Nope, it's exclusively on my store.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So that's £150, the Queen's or the King's money now.
Yeah.
But I get a 50% off if I type in. Can I use that 50% code as many times as I want?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're not even limiting it to once per account.
Nah. You can get everything half off if you want. I mean, I already did the assets, right? They're there, so might as well people use them. I actually prefer people start using them in their games. I get to see them in an actual game rather than get paid the full amount that I want.
So is this a cunning marketing? I know, yeah, we're gonna distract. It's a cunning marketing ploy. You price it up and then give a 50% discount. So they
Well,
rather than having the base price 50% less. It's genius. I love it.
exactly, and it's even cheaper than Unity Asset Store. So
There you go. And you don't have the 20 cents fee per install.
and the 30% they take off of every publisher.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I kind of want people just to kind of play with it, and I've only seen about 2 games using the assets, but I want to see more.
I've got the other mega pack, the mega pack that's on the asset store, the
Yeah,
fantasy mega bundle,
yeah.
imported in. And
I
that's
think I can
got,
honestly say they're the biggest packs in the Unity Asset Store.
as in the entire asset store, you feel like this bundle pack has the most assets.
Fantasy, the fantasy style pack, yes.
That's quite a bold claim. I'm gonna.
You can check. I think we have 2,500 parts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's maybe not the biggest. I think Aquarius Max might have that amount in his regular normal single packs that he does because Aquarius Max has an illness. He's sick that he just makes a pack and goes, you know what, I'm making an asset. I'll charge $50 for that asset or $20 for that asset, and then for the next 10 years he will just keep on adding to that pack rather than sell a new pack. I keep on adding to the existing pack. Yeah. So
That's what I've been doing with Lena and Elijah.
I want you to share your screen and show me what you get up to with the with that, because you gave me the prefab generator.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let me share my screen.
But let's be honest. I sit here trying to use your prefab generator.
Well, it's not published anywhere, and it's still, let's say, in beta stage. But if you have it installed, on top you'll get like a Roots tab,
Rutz. I can see it. Rutz.
Yeah, and then you open the. It's gonna give you another tab that you're gonna kind of dock it somewhere.
Just looking at your skull.
Halloween pack is pretty dope. I like Halloween a lot.
Which is your favorite of all your packs?
Honestly, I think Halloween pack is up there. The pack I forget the name of it.
What's Elijah doing standing in the middle of the Halloween pack? Did I?
Yeah, because you brought in the generator.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember him being in there.
So yeah, you brought in the generator. If you click on the character and the generate character button.
Generate character. Oh, random. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and you could click on the where the name of Elijah is. You can use the arrow, and it'll open Lena.
Where is she? Oh, there she is over here. Hello, Lena.
Yeah. So if you have any of the characters from from Roots, then it'll just pick it up.
That's so much easier to use than. Did you ever look at my Messi's ultimate character selector
Yeah.
thing? The
No,
it's
I haven't seen it.
the video on how to even get to this point is like you have to watch an hour of clicking things. So it wasn't the most user friendly.
We try to make it quite simple. You can turn on and off, like you have the icons on the side. You can turn on and off whatever you want to generate, and then you have the little dice which will randomize that particular part of it.
How did you make this UI look so pretty? I hate you.
It was a combination. When I had a team about a year ago, I actually had a team. We were about 6 people. I had 6 employees basically, and 2 coders and one person that would kind of make the packs and organize everything and put the names of everything and all that stuff, like a project manager type person. And the other 2 were artists that were helping me create all these parts.
So you're telling me I shouldn't feel bad about myself?
No, not at all. I mean, you can't. It takes time, right? So we did all these packs. We did them in about 6 months.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Do you want to share your screen then? And
Yep, I'm sharing it right now.
All right, let me break it out into the pop-up. See if I make sure that nothing inappropriate comes up.
Everyone should do what? I'm sorry. I'm reading the messages. And
oh yeah, what was that? Unsub button. Everyone should do what? And has the buzzing noise left? Is the buzzing still going on? Because this is really because I'm thinking maybe when I rewired my desk, I've managed to get some interference going on. Oh, people should add to packs forever. No, if you ever want to make a living,
it backfires. It backfires a lot. So what I did is that I keep adding to the same characters. I'm gonna keep adding to the same packs, but every time I do an update, I'm gonna up the price.
Oh.
So Lena started being $15. So if whoever got her at 15 will get all the updates for free. But if you didn't get her at 15, then you pay 30 now. But this is the 3rd update that I've done to her.
There we go. I'm sharing the screen now.
All right. So this is not included in the pack. This is the scene that I worked on, and part of the story that I told you that it didn't end up inside the pack. It was because I kind of lost my company at that moment. So I had to fire my team, and we went through a very rough patch. economically and everything because we lost all the funding. It was a thing that happened in about 5 days. We ended up having almost no money and anything. We had to move out and everything. So I
Damn.
was finishing this scene, and yeah, it was kind of harsh. And, it was big numbers. We lost a couple of hundred thousands of bucks, and it was a mess. But in the past, this was the scene that was getting built to be the demo scene, right? But we didn't get to put it in, and I decided to just publish the pack and then just update when I finish the scene, which is almost there. But I want to make sure I'm happy with the whole scene. I'm just gonna hit play here. You can see a little bit of.
Oh, the stairs. Always the bane. Oh, he's managed to get up the stairs. Well done.
So we got some of the different things you can do with the characters. For example, you see he has pointy ears over
Volker.
there. So some of the heads of Elijah, they have blend shapes. So you can have him have
Oh, nice.
expressions. You can have him talk. It has the basic for lip sync, the basic motions for lip syncing. And the dwarf right there is one of the other characters that's gonna be coming out also as well.
How many blend shapes have we got on the faces?
So it depends on the phase. There's not all of them have blend shapes. Some I think one of each color has blend shapes, and I would say you got happy, angry, sad. You got the o, and
So you got
and
you
sh
you got enough that you
sounds.
can talk and have some emotions.
Yeah, definitely. You saw the video, right?
Oh,
The
so
guy
that's
in the
all done
monkey
in your blend
suit.
shapes.
So yeah, the guy in the monkey suit, it's Elijah. I just made a monkey suit for him. The guy that was that appeared and the teleported down and was talking to the alien guy in the end. That's the same character.
So can you change the proportions of the face, like make change the nose and the.
Yeah. So there is some blend shapes also for the size of the jaw, size of the eyes, the I think separation of the eyes, the nose.
Oh,
There's a couple of blend shapes in
show
there.
us, show us.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. I have it
Don't
here.
don't just
I
talk it.
I actually forget that I'm actually using this.
Yeah, you're too right in front
Because
of us. Don't tease us with words. Tease us with pictures.
okay, let's go. Let's see. Let's find a head that has one of those. There we go. You see
There we
blend
go.
shape. So part of the generator that the things that I wanted to add was the blend shape. So you could modify the blend shape in the generator itself. So you can have here the ears, nose gets bigger, eyes. I don't know if it's visible there. There. Eyebrows, the jaw. You got blinking on one side, blinking on the other side. You got squinting. The sound, yo,
We do get like missing
angry.
blend shapes on a lot of models on the asset store, especially low poly ones. Not often do you get this much.
Yeah, so Unity when it does the export, there's something odd with it. And I figure out what was the issue. And let me see if I can find it. So blend shapes, they don't look good on low poly models because the this blend shape normals, it comes with import by default. And most people have not checked this, I guess. But you have to have Unity calculate them. You can't
I
bring them in
see.
because if I put this and go, let's see if it doesn't break. But okay, and then I try to do. Let's see. No, it doesn't break it. I think it's because it's a prefab, but so you would get a lot of deformations if you don't do that, right? So you need to have this set to calculate by Unity. But
What
yeah,
about
so
the body? We've got blend shapes on the body. Like, can we make the arms longer, the belly
no,
fatter,
I had
bump
blend shapes
bigger?
on Lena, and I'm gonna check if I have that here, but I took it off because
Why did you take it off?
so the first generation of Lena, I got a bit of backlash. People kind of some people got angry at me because they said it was too sexual. She looked too like I quote, she's too hot.
Okay.
And I was like, that's weird. It's a cartoon character, but and so I had, you could make her hips bigger, you can make her boobs bigger, and but why not? And apparently that kind of offended some people back then. So let me see if this version here has those. Let's check. Skin mesh. No.
I've got to say that the hips are somewhat accentuated.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's actually I had a thing. I think most characters, female characters, don't show different body types. All characters are like peas. They're huge boobs and no body. Everything is like super skinny and they have no legs, no thigh, or they are overly exaggerated. Huge boobs, humongous thighs and everything, but it doesn't have this type of body. So I wanted to create a different type of body. So this has a more Latino type body. That's kind of what I was going for. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, like for example, this dress, it's supposed to, kind of showy, right? It's like sexy type thing. I had
I've got
people.
to say that,
Look,
yeah. that I'm gonna say that I can understand what the complaint might have been, in that, how can I say this without getting in trouble? It's the room might be cold.
yeah, it was
Okay,
cold
the room might be a bit too cold for this model. Okay,
for this dress. Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense.
right. So that's, I can see if that was, but with that in mind, the blend shapes, that's what the blend shapes are there for, right?
Exactly. Right? You pick.
Yeah,
It's your
but I think
choice.
the default state maybe shouldn't be so pointy.
Well, that's where we ended up. She definitely.
What conversation are we having?
Well, she
It's my,
definitely has the fan on.
yeah, I'm gonna say my wife's watching this in the other room.
Let's not let's switch back here so
But
you don't
no,
have to sleep with the
but no.
dog.
So I would say the opposite should be, like, in resort to people saying it's too sexual. Instead of removing the blend shapes, put more blend shapes.
Yeah, that makes more sense. You know what? I'm gonna consider that. I'll just make blend shapes so she ends up, being a lot more normal. I I don't think normal is the word, but
Uh,
more traditional.
Downsky thinks. Have you got a farm pack with farm animals?
Oh no, no, no.
Okay, so no, Downsky. He doesn't have a farm pack, so you can't make
I do have I
chickens
have
or
farm
roosters
pack, but
bigger.
I don't have the animals though.
Okay, yeah. So you can't make any roosters or cockerels, as they're
But he
otherwise
wants
known, bigger.
he wants blend shapes on the cows.
On the cockerels, the roosters in
Got
the
it.
farm.
Well, I'll consider it.
Um, yeah. Have you played Conan?
Yes. Fun game.
that
Well, it was fun back in the day. I don't
the
know about
one where
now.
you basically have the characters completely naked, and you can in the character generator choose the size of your
Stuff,
stuff.
of your package.
Yes,
Definitely.
I think we all
I mean,
we all loaded that up. Who had it and spent far too long being silly.
I I think it's a great idea, honestly.
Do you remember Poser? Right?
Poser. No.
Yeah, the app, the 3D app, Poser.
Hmm.
Before everyone
Oh,
had,
Poser, Pose. Yes. Wow, that's old school.
yeah. So I used to do a lot of animations using Poser, and then export them out, and then like, and there was I think it was like the second version. They added all of the human anatomy onto that, and yeah, I remember students having a lot of fun. You,
I
you
mean, we gotta
can't
admit,
you can't tell
everybody
me
ends up
off.
having fun.
You can't tell me off. It's art. It's art. I can't get in trouble. Can you get in trouble for uploading things to the asset store? Like, is it to? Because I've seen some assets.
I mean, I've seen a bunch of them a lot more sexy
Yeah.
than mine.
Like, is there a
So,
policy that you have to follow with regards to?
I guess as long as they don't show skin in the right places, then you're good to go.
Collider messed up on your. Oh no! Where's your colliders
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
stairs?
yeah.
One
There's a bunch of
star.
them missing.
One star.
There's a bunch of them missing here.
One star.
Now you see why it's not on the Asus.
I can see why.
It's not finished.
You can't upload it when it's not finished, can you?
No, no, not at all. And we were making also scripts so we could have people actually walk around, and it would be an actually animated scene.
And you've
So
got
it,
you've got the controller. If because there's people they love your stuff. Obviously now with your ridiculous 50% discount perpetually on your asset store until you decide one day to no longer have 50% off. Are people able to throw you money on PayPal and say, could I have access to this? Like, do you have like a special VIP club or something?
I have a Patreon actually, and on Patreon I have a bunch of assets that I just throw in there. I make stuff sometimes and kind of weapons and stuff, and I don't publish them to sell them. I just put them on Patreon.
Where can we find your Patreon link?
Let me look for it.
Hang on. Let me take it. Stop sharing in case anything weird comes up in your browser.
This is the good browser.
Oh, okay, and so it's paste me that in Discord.
There you go.
There we go. Let me post that into the chat. Copy.
Yep.
Copy.
I also for the people. So here's the thing. I offer that you make I can make you a custom character, a custom thing. So I have people join in, and I would make a character for them,
Ooh.
and then they would go out. So that kind of happened for a minute, right? They would go and pay the $50 and get a custom 3D model.
And then they'll run away.
Yeah, that happened often. Okay, where was I here in Unity?
But that's what the people would do. They were like, I'm gonna join
Yeah.
I'm gonna join the Patreon for as long as I need it, and then I'll leave, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's and it says it over there. It's it's in a timely manner. It's not like a rush type thing, right? So
You can't embed like some secret code in there that after a month the character then deletes and I'll pay you
Yeah.
again.
Can you imagine? Definitely. It's a temporary character that you need to pay.
It's the Snapchat asset store.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Do you know what? If Unity could do that, they would.
I think that could be a better course of action of what they did. You imagine the assets they just you have to you gotta buy them or have a membership.
Oh my god! And like suddenly your hard drive just wipes. Ah, damn you, blockchain! Don't give them ideas. Yeah.
Do they watch your stream?
No, they've been on the
Okay.
stream. We've had a couple of people representing Unity as guests.
This
I
is a
mean,
great time to get them back.
oh, can you imagine? Oh my
Definitely.
word! And I have avoided it because I wanted to see, yeah, can we get them on? Let's have a chat with them. But I thought, you know what? They've got enough problems. Like
They do.
without me adding to make. It's like, when someone does something stupid and then you just repeat what they've done to their face, and they go, "Look, I know what I've done. You don't need to repeat it. I know what I've done. I need to
You know how it
have
is.
blend shapes on Lena, okay? Like if there's anything that's coming from this stream today, if there's anything that we're coming out, if there's any positives coming out of today's chat with the buzzing and the microphone, okay, it's put the blend shapes back on the bodies, not only for Lena but also put blend shapes on the bodies for Elijah as well. Yeah, make him fat, thin, tall, short, long arms, fat arms. Yeah, embrace your Conan. Okay, and embrace Conan. Obviously, draw a line somewhere. Yeah, draw a line somewhere. We don't need children to be emotionally scarred forever, right? But be that rare low poly asset that has blend shapes on the characters, like Umify your characters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think that's something that we can work on. It's not easy, man. Like
No,
it's
it's
low
not.
poly characters on blend shapes are not friends.
No.
It takes a minute to
And then
to
you got all
get
of the
that
clothes.
going.
You have to apply the same blend shapes to the clothes, and then have
Yep.
the values mapped over.
Yep, and make sure it doesn't overlap with
Yeah.
every piece of clothing. And then on Lena, I think we have I mean you can grab all the assets, but I think it's over 100 parts. So there's a bunch of it to set up with blend shapes.
A lot of work, especially when you're doing a 50% discount for the rest of your life.
Imagine. But again, it's more we haven't had a lot of sales, so it's more of trying to get people to use it and then go from there.
I was about to say you don't have to be perfect. And then some buttons posted exactly what I was going to say. Even AAA games gets things wrong, very
Yeah.
wrong with blend shapes. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. But I think Lena, like at least on the face, it came out pretty well. It's usable, and the fact that you can use it with the lip sync with a low poly model is pretty cool.
Hang on, where's her blend? Where's her blend shapes living?
That head doesn't have it.
That
Like I mentioned, not all the heads have it.
that
On
particular
top,
head.
heads are on the top.
That particular head that I grabbed out of all of the heads that I could have grabbed.
No, on top.
I
All the heads are on top.
grabbed one
They
that.
they say head. There you go. Start on the top one. Probably the
Oh,
first one. It makes more
she's got something
sense.
in her eye. She's got the
There
twitches.
you go. That one has.
Oh my word, I was having like these gut aches, right? Very bad stomach pains years ago. Okay, very bad stomach. I went to a doctor, Dutch doctor, she was, and she was like, "Yeah, I think it's stress related. Here's some medicine." And they gave me some pills, right? And I was taking these pills, and I was kept feeling like I was having these kind of twitches on my eye. Like one of my eye kept like this,
Right.
feeling like that, like
Yeah.
involuntary twitch. And I was saying to people, "Am I twitching?" They're like, "No, I don't notice anything." I'm like, "I can feel the muscle spasms, right?" So then I'm being nice, and I googled it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these medicines were banned because of the neurological damage they were causing, and irreversible permanent twitches was one of them.
Oh, that is
Right?
crazy.
So if I'd continued to taken those tablets, I would have been like this, and it would not have been reversible, right? So I was like, went back, and I was like, I'm not taking these anymore. Like, I want a second opinion. So I went to another doctor, and they were like, okay, so what did the ultrasound result? And I was like, what? I didn't have an ultrasound. And they're like, your doctor didn't take you for any tests? I was like, no, they just gave me straight away these pills. I went, Matt, he went, go and do tests. And the other doctor was like, are you an idiot? Why would you even trust a doctor who just gives you pills randomly?
100%.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go these tests. And it was my gallbladder, right? And because it'd been going on for so long, my gallbladder was so infected it had melted my liver.
Jesus.
Right? And the gallstones in the gallbladder, right? And it was like, oh, any moment you could be dead because it could go down the tube, and your liver's messed up. And, yeah, you could be dead. And I was like, oh my god! And he goes, don't worry, I've done this procedure many times. I'll just slice you open and I'll just take it out. And I went, thank you for diagnosing the problem. I'm gonna go for another. I'm going for a third opinion now. So I found this other one who does the endoscopic, right? So just little holes, goes in, no slicing me open. Because the other one was like, if you do endoscopic and there's a problem, he's going to have to cut you open anyway. So you might as well let me cut you. But he was like a 70-year-old doctor, right? And his hands were shaking.
No.
Right? And I'm like, no, mate. No. So at one point I could have been twitchy eyes for the rest of my life, right? And now I've got Captain Shaky Hands, Dr. Twitchy, right? Wanting to slice me open. Exactly. And now we Twitch live. I Twitch for money. And so I went to the other bloke, and he does the endoscopy, and he cuts back, and he let me have the video afterwards to watch. And
they recorded it?
Oh yeah, it's recorded because it's got the cameras in there so they can see what's going on. So it's all recorded. And it's like this little robot arm comes in with a blowtorch and slices bits off. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then
that is so cool.
Like the little clips that he had on the side before he slices it off. And then the clip drops down and I'm screaming, holding my wife, goes, it dropped the clip! It dropped it inside me! And then the little robot arm comes and picks it up and takes it out. I was like, oh my god, he took that out. Yeah. But if I hadn't gone for a second opinion, the twitching eye, the irreversible twitching eye, wouldn't have bothered me for that long because I would have been dead very soon. But yeah. So the moral of the story is we need blend shapes for stomachs, right?
We do, and we need to get a second opinion. So everybody, if you could give us your opinions on the twitchy eyes and blend shapes, would be great. I actually had that surgery myself. I had stones
was it less
for
stressful?
Well, I actually had it for like 4 years.
Oh wow!
My gallbladder, and I got the same diagnosis by somebody who told me, I don't know how are you alive. So I ended up flying to Spain because in the U.S. They kept telling me it was gas and stress, and they told me stop drinking coffee and do this and do this. They went
to the same medical school as my doctor.
They did. I was like, it can't be that this is gas. It can't be a thing. It's not possible. So I took a plane to Spain, and I went over there. I was like, can somebody diagnose what the fuck's going on with me? And they ended up saying, you have a huge stone in your gallbladder. It's so big that your gallbladder is twice the size because of the size of the stone. And it's pressing all over your organs. So it's like, okay, so what do I do now? Well, you have to kind of get it out, right? And I went back to the States, and they wanted, it costs about 40 grand in Michigan.
Oh! Whoa!
to get that out.
Whoa! How much?
About 40 grand.
No
And then
way!
I didn't have money. I worked for a Fortune 500 company, but the insurance didn't cover it.
Oh my god!
They wanted me to pay 20 something thousand out of pocket. I was like, what are y'all crazy? So
What?
I waited for about a year to get
No!
the insurance from the state, and somehow I got it. They approved it, and I got my yeah. I checked in Spain. In Spain was two grand, but I was in so much pain that a flight of 8 hour flight would have been like ridiculous. So it was easier to stay and just kind of lower my diet. I had a no fat diet, like under 1% fat a day. Like I was eating crackers like a poly
Oh my
probably want a
god.
cracker bird for almost a year. But then I got my surgery, and took it out. But funny thing, I went to the surgeon, and he's like, "Are you living here in the States or in Spain?" I'm like, "No, I'm here in the States." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "But why do you ask?" It's like, "Well, if you were living in Spain, then I wouldn't do the surgery because the diet over there might just help you kind of dissolve it. But since you're here, it's impossible to have a diet that will dissolve it. So we need to do surgery." I'm like, wait, what? So are you telling me like it's impossible to eat healthy here, basically? That's it. We ended up having the surgery, and so I feel you. It's a get a bunch of opinions in
Yeah.
this world because doctors,
That's crazy though.
it's weird, man.
Yeah,
Like
it was easier for
it's
you to live in pain for a year than the 8 hour flight to Spain.
yeah, because
What about a
apparently
boat? Did you think about going by boat?
you imagine? No, what if that blows up in the middle of the sea?
The Titanic was a long time ago, Andy. Let
No,
it
I'm not
go.
talking
You
about the boat. I'm talking about my gallbladder.
either way, you'll be dead. But at least you'll be at sea. They can just, throw you overboard.
I like it. Well, if there's ever a next time my gallbladder
It grows back.
gets
If
a
it
stone
if it
grows
grows
back,
back,
yeah, I'll do that. I agree with you, Downsky. Like insurance is a thing. That's why the over here in Europe, it's a lot easier. But I mean, everywhere doctors they're weird, man. You gotta get a bunch of opinions. The last thing that happened was that I had neck pains in my jaw and my arm was falling asleep.
oh
And the
man,
doctors
oh my
here
god,
they kept telling me, "Oh, you're stressed out." I'm
oh my
like, "What do you
god,
mean I'm stressed out?" It's like that the stress. I know it gives you physical symptoms,
oh my! I got a
but
feeling where this
but
story's going. Come on, oh my
but
god,
so I kept going to doctors and they kept telling me this shit until I went to the hospital. It's like I want to get an MRI. So
yeah,
I got in. I paid for the MRI. The
oh,
MRI came fine. I had a little bulging on my disc in my cervical, and it was pressing perfectly on one of the nerves on my neck, and that was cutting out the electricity or the energy
yeah.
that feeds my arm and my neck. So they kept telling me to do pills and do this other thing, and I just went on YouTube. How do I fix this thing? I have a bulging on the cervical number 6, whatever, and how do I fix this? Got like 5 exercises, did it for about 3 weeks, got rid of it, fixed it
Wow,
myself. So, and I went to like 6 doctors.
wow.
So,
Doctor YouTube to the rescue.
imagine. No, YouTube is the shit. So the point of the story is we need more blend shapes.
I'm, I'm trying to make the mouth move as you're talking.
Dude, it looks great. It's pretty cool. It's like you can make it talk.
It's a bit laggy though. Now, I remember when I went to the doctor the first, like, I went to another doctor, like, I did this
Yeah.
gallbladder issue, like, when it must have been going for years, because I remember I went to a doctor beforehand, and like you're saying, the diet really does. When I wasn't being healthy with a diet, right? Change his name to a bit laggy. And I went to a doctor, and he was like, "Oh, you got stomach pains." And he goes, "Yeah, what work do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a technical manager for a payment gateway. He goes, oh, that sounds stressful. Like, yeah, not really. He goes, oh, so what do you do? We're like, oh, you got to make sure that all the money gets cleared through the banks and everything, so people get their goods, and then the company gets their money. The banks are happy. Yeah, it's fun. It's technology. It's online. It's online shopping. It's nice. Sounds stressful. No, not really. Yeah, you're stressed. No, I'm not stressed.
Not at all.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you are. No, I'm not. Really, I'm not stressed. Yeah, you are, because your stomach's in pain. You're from stress. I can't be stressed. And he went, young man, why can't you be stressed? And I looked at him in all seriousness, and I said, Doctor, I can't be stressed because I don't give a crap about my job. It's like,
so it's
what?
definitely not my job.
It's like, what? Really like confused, like, yeah. And I don't actually care about my job. I'm literally just got out of university and they're giving me a job as a manager. I got no idea what I'm doing. And I know it's only a matter of days before they work out. I have no experience and knowledge in what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go back home and work in McDonald's. I'm loving life, dude. This is the greatest time ever. I'm like wearing suits, going to meetings with shades on, pretending to be awake. I'm actually asleep. They can't tell because my eyes. They can't see my eyes. This is great. The doctor's like, no, you're stressed. And he gave me these really strong pills, like anti-stress pills, like like the kind of stuff that would put a horse to sleep. And I am not taking these.
I mean, after that first rodeo with pills that you had, I would be afraid.
This was before that. This was like this was like years before that. This is what I'm saying. That gallbladder thing must have been going for a while. And I had a friend of mine who used to be he tried to be a footballer. He was a youth footballer, and he got injured, bad knee injury. So he was constantly in pain. And he goes to me, "Are you not going to take those pills?" I'm like, "No, I'm not taking these pills." He goes, "Do you mind if I have them?" I'm like, "No, if you want. They're going to help." So I was like, do you mind keep getting your prescription refilled? I'm like, no. I'm like, hang on a minute. Am I suddenly becoming a drugs mule now? To like keep going back, doctor, you're right. I'm so stressed. Can I have more of your drugs?
I mean, since you didn't like your job enough, you got another offer.
There you go. I mean,
see,
and I think that,
I hope your boss is not listening in.
Oh no, this was years ago. They're all dead by now.
Okay.
They're all dead or in prison.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. That sounds great.
So this is like what, 30 years ago? Yeah, about 30 years ago. Yeah. It was like my first. It was like my first real job, and they were like, "Hey, do you know about computers? Yeah. Do you know about credit cards? Yeah. Do you want to be in charge of online payment processing? Sure, I'll do that. Have you ever done it before?"
Sketchy.
It's like, have you ever done anything like that before? Never in my life, but I'm sure it can't be that hard.
Right. Like, they'll give you a chance.
It is like, hey, I'm 19. Who wouldn't trust a 19-year-old with such a complex thing?
That sounds sketchy even from the start, but since you were 19, it makes all sense.
That's the thing. It's like in them days, it was like, oh, this whole internet bubble and stuff. It was like, oh, if you're young and you know something about computers, you must be a genius. So I'll trust you.
No, it's like I'm just young and I was born where computers were born, and it's not something it's not a novelty for me. Like my 5-year-old uses the phone better than I do.
You scared me when you told me your 5-year-old speaks like 27 languages from being an expert on Duolingo.
So get rid of the 7 and just keep with the 2. Stay with 2, and she knows a third, which I can't prove that she knows it well because I don't know it well. But the people here say she understands pretty well, and like we're walking down the streets and she tells us, oh, that girl says this thing. Oh, the mom's saying this thing to the girl, and she's kind of translating for us. I'm like, Jesus Christ, she knows the language better than I do.
Wow.
It's crazy. Man, Stella, that is That is crazy. I'm sorry for you.
I've been facing fibromyalgia.
Yeah, that's they
7
always
years now.
say like it's just stress or you're imagining things.
Oh
My
man,
wife's
yeah.
cousin, she will suffer from epilepsy. 16 years of epilepsy. And she was having really bad episodes, and the same thing, I was like, yo, let's kind of talk to a doctor in Spain. So we were living in Barcelona at that point, and there was a great neurological doctor over there. He has like a huge hospital and a castle and everything. It's pretty big.
Oh wow.
So we went over there, and we're like, so we want to do a video call so you can do a session with her. It costs $300 an hour. So the big dude. So he did the call. 30 minutes in, he tells her, "You got to do this exam and give me the results." They've never done that exam to her in 16 years of the having the epilepsy attacks.
Wow.
And the results came back. He told her, "You never had epilepsy. The
What?
the pills they were giving you for 16 years caused your epilepsy."
Oh my god.
I'm like, geez, how is this not grounds for suing? And she's like, no, but everybody makes mistakes. I'm like, are you crazy? She can't get on a plane because of her epilepsy. It's so bad.
So she stopped taking those pills, or?
I think so. I don't know. I got mad at her. I was like, I'm angry at you. I'm not gonna talk to you for a while because I'm just pissed at you because you're not doing anything about something that is awful, that it's not your fault, and you should do something about it. And they're like chilling about it. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Ah, crazy.
But it's doctors. I don't know. It used to be back then where doctors would actually, do a lot of good. Lately, I'm not sure. Hearing all these stories.
Man, it feels like these doctors are like how they hired me back in
Yeah.
the 90s. It's like that's what it feels like. Like, hey,
Mm.
have you ever been to a doctor? Yeah. Have you ever been ill? Yeah. Would you like to be a
Yeah.
doctor? Sure.
No.
I can
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Why
can do
not?
that. Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah.
a go. What's the worst
Yeah.
that can happen?
What can happen?
Yeah.
You'll make a ton of money. Hey, that's good incentive. That's the incentive I need.
Yeah. Well, is that a
But
blockchain? NFTs?
the, which one?
That's the latest. Isn't that the latest scam? Come on, tell me about your blockchain scamming. Come on, come on. What's
So
the
blockchain, I think is not a scam. I think NFTs, most of them are, and I think nobody knows what the hell it is, and that's why it ends up being a scam because of the ignorance of people in it. Um, when I entered, this is how I entered. There's a guy called Beeple. He got very famous because he used to be an artist for a lot of movies. Transformer, Lord of the Rings. He did the backgrounds were painted. He did a lot of those artwork, right? And he did a collage of all his artwork since the 70s, and he sold it for 80 millions as an NFT. And then I saw that on the news. I was like, I can make a collage pictures. I'm just gonna go make an NFT. I can do that. I'm just gonna do that. So I dived in, and back then you had to pay to mint anything, right? There was no OpenSea lazy minting thing that people paid for you. So I spent $300. The only money I had, I didn't even have for rent back then. So we used the money. I told my wife, I could make money with this shit. Want to try it? It's like, oh yeah, why not? Let's try it. So we got into it, and I put up like 3 NFTs. I sold nothing. They're still there. Nobody has ever bought them.
That's good
And then
investment. Good
yeah,
investment there.
it was great. But I ended up learning about it, and I met a bunch of people in the space, and I kind of got into these communities and ended up having a sort of a name, right, with these people. And one day I decided to just make another collection, and I said I'm launching this, and to my surprise, I sold all of them in like 2 minutes. And then I got a friend of mine into it. He was a coder, actual coder. He could generate a bunch of them at the same time because I was doing it manually because I didn't know how to code that back then. And we created another 1,000. We sold those in 30 seconds.
Oh wow.
And and then we went
Who
out
who was
and did
buying
another
it?
collection. People, random people. I don't know. I honestly
Why?
have no idea. I have no idea. I still don't know. People buy this. You remember the, trading card games back
Yeah,
of the Pokemon cards, and we used to the stickers. There was a book when we were kids, and you would collect the stickers, right?
that's still going
The
on, mate.
stamps.
That's still happening.
Okay. So that was back then. It was a thing. You would go and buy and see what you get. So NFTs is kind of brought that back. It brought that thing back. It kind of got people, and the people that were buying these things were from the 80s, 90s, right? They lived that time where you collect these stickers or collect this, artwork, and you would kind of trade them, trade it with friends. So it kind of blew up after that, and people started making stupid money. I never understood buying NFTs, so I started making them. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make them. People are buying them, so I'm just gonna do this, and ended up working in the backstage for other collections. So I would help people drop their collections. I started helping them create their artwork, create their contracts, their blockchain contracts, and all this stuff, so they could launch their collections, and I would get a percentage. But I was not publicly known in that collections because I didn't want to. We kind of offered a service in that sense. There was this girl. If you let me find her. It's called Nyla. Nyla. Long neckies is her collection, and if you look for this, if you put Nyla and Roots, you'll find there's a Forbes article that mentions that
Put it in the Discord. Post it.
Okay, let me look for it. Um, okay, so this is her Instagram. She shows some of the stuff there.
Yeah,
Uh,
Vertex. There's a stigma connected to. That's how I felt. I was like, my wife was like, we should do NFTs and make us loads of money. And I was like, I just feel dirty doing it. Dirty. And
so back then,
now
let
I'm listening.
me.
I should have just had a bath afterwards and just done it because it just sounds like it was
Yeah,
printing money.
it was printing money. I mean, like I mentioned, I ended up having basically a company with it, and we made a couple of hundred thousands. Like we were looking at millions, literally, like
Dang.
money going through and coming out from people, right? Because it goes through, but unless you cash it out, it's not money,
Oh,
and
exactly.
the laws were not placed back then. So it was the Wild West, basically. This was when the Bored Ape Yacht Club dropped. Like I started a little bit before. I should have bought a freaking monkey because they were like $10 when I got in. But it was a crazy experience, honestly. And to answer your question, I think the blockchain and NFTs and the technology, it's good. It's actually very smart. It would help a lot of people if done the right way. How it ended up coming out and why people think it's a scam is lack of knowledge, right? To give you an example, you have a contract. We do contracts in paper, right? And paper, you can do a lot of things to paper. You can commit fraud and all this stuff with paper because paper is mutable. NFT is a paper that is not mutable. You can't change it because it has a timestamp and a date stamp, and it was created, it was deployed, and it will be forever there as long as the internet lives. So that creates immutable contracts that avoid fraud. You could do this for housing contracts, property like real estate. You can do this for work contracts. A lot of people get hired and then the contracts changes and they just change it and they say, "Oh, we changed it because we wanted to," right? It avoids a lot of those things, and that's kind of a little bit of what you could do with the NFT technology. NFTs are not pictures. NFTs is the technology used to store the pictures so
Hmm.
they are unique, right? So to answer the question, I don't think it's a scam. I think people scam a lot through it. For sure.
It's a technology that can be used for good or evil.
Oh, definitely. It's mostly used for evil. It's mostly used for evil. Though it was a fight I had with my teammates a lot of the time. So I was like, I'm tired of lying to people, and I didn't lie directly, but we weren't straight either, and I hated that. I always hated that because NFTs, like in that community, you can't be straight. You literally fail. People want to be lied to. It was
Oh
something I
yeah.
struggled a
Oh
lot.
yeah. Buy these. They're gonna be worth a fortune in 10
Yeah,
years.
yep, yeah. In 10 years next week.
Yeah.
There's no 10 years in NFTs. Like NFT time is like
I'll buy these. You're gonna be a
every
millionaire next week. Is that that bad? Oh my god.
100%.
Oh
Like, and
wow.
people will go like they buy your NFT and they go at you like they'll fucking threaten your wife and your kids if they don't see money tomorrow.
Oh wow.
It's a mess of a, but it's not that bad anymore. People learned. A lot of people lost so much money. People learned, and it's not as awful anymore. But in the good sense, it's being used. The technology is being used for the right things. They are working on getting it into the right
Unity.
locations. Imagine, didn't Unity ban it?
Do you know what? They could actually do. They could probably do something. Like I was saying, blockchain on the asset store.
Oh, Steam banned it.
Yeah.
Steam. No, Unity has assets for the blockchain, actually.
Unity, like you can have assets and go. You can use these for NFTs and yada yada yada. So crazy. Talking about though being generous. Should we give a present away?
Yeah, let's go.
Should we do it? But let's do
do
it.
it.
Let's not give a Unity present away from the Unity asset store.
All right.
Let's
All
do.
right.
Let's give a present from the Andy Rutz store instead. Okay. So we're gonna give
All
away a
right.
voucher, right? You're gonna have to go on register on the Andy and let's be honest, everyone in chat, if you're gonna be getting anything from Andy Rutz from Rutz Studios, you're not gonna be buying it ever from the Unity Asset Store because it's a perpetual spring. It's perpetually spring
Forever.
in Andy Rutz land. So yeah, on the Andy, whatever
I'm a
you
happy
see
guy.
here, it's 50% off. If you use the
You gotta
code,
be a happy person, man.
yeah. If you use the code, it's springtime. If you use the code NFTs. So what are we going to give away? What are we giving away, Annie? What gift?
I'll leave that to you.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
You
I
can't.
can definitely do it. Why not? Why can't I?
Because I would say sci-fi mega pack or fantasy bundle pack. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I would gravitate directly to the most expensive thing.
If we do that, I want an NFT contract that the person is gonna use it and make a video of it. But it has to be an NFT contract, so it's immutable.
With the Euler change, can I be assured that it will always be spring? I see zero
Oh wait.
snow.
Like I said at the start of this interview was that it's spring until I feel cold enough that I feel it's winter.
There you go.
And then we'll go into the winter cell.
Then it will go into them, and we don't know what that will be. Okay,
No.
I will ask chat to decide. You know what?
Hey, let's go.
Okay,
Voting.
chat. I'm going to make a vote. Yeah, I can do that with. Well, make a poll. Put a poll. Okay. Voting on what do you want to win? Okay, and I'm going to go straight for the big ones. Yeah. Fantasy mega pack. Okay. Time. And or sci-fi mega. Why doesn't it? Oh, use a timer. You got a minute to vote.
Let's go. So
Exclamation
I'm
mark
currently
vote
looking.
and then the number. So it's exclamation mark vote 0 for fantasy. Exclamation mark vote 1 You can't just type fantasy. You have to type exclamation mark vote and then the number. No, you can't just type the number. Thank you, Jarvis.
Everybody's going crazy.
Oh my word! Like the instructions are there. They're clear, clearly stated. What's the matter with you animals? Like, so far, it's 3 votes for fantasy, 4 votes from sci-fi. This is interesting.
I'm getting messages inside the website, and somebody sent a worm icon. Not sure what that means.
Oh, people have signed up to the meta feed.
Oh no! Well, I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay.
But the website. I have a chat inside the Rutz store.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I do have a chat. They can send messages.
Oh
So
yes,
somebody sent
let's
the
chat.
worm. I don't know what the worm means.
So the winner was Fantasy Mega Pack, one with 5 votes. Oh, that was very stressful. That was exciting because at one point it was like three votes to 1, and then it was like to 2, and then 4 to 3, and then it won 5 to 4. Oh my word!
Let's go. Good.
Okay, so let's do the raffle.
So
Right,
now I need to go get.
Whatever you do, don't do it during the stream. Don't generate, because if you're sharing your Discord and then you post it to me on Discord, or you're sharing your screen now on Discord.
No, I'm on my other screen. I got 3 screens, so I'm in the screen that I'm not sharing.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
I am Mr. Fancy Pants. I don't spend money on anything but computer shit.
Yeah, and NFTs.
No, I never bought an NFT. I only made them.
Right, so we are raffling, not the sci-fi. Bizarrely, the cheaper of the two, but it has more stuff in it. Why is that? It's over 2,000 assets in this pack.
Wait, get back to me. What's the question again?
So how many are in the sci-fi pack?
Over 4,000.
4,000. Oh, you fools! You mad fools!
Yeah, we're 4,000 bad.
Yeah, you could have got over 4,000.
It's ridiculously modular.
But hang on, can I just ask you? Is it like 4,000 in the same way there was the doors being sold on the asset store, like slightly ajar, even more slightly ajar, halfway open, all the way open, closed? Like
no. I mean, it's different doors, different walls, different colors. Different. I mean, maybe it's not 100% creatively unique, but there's a difference to it,
I like that disclaimer. Maybe not 100%, completely 100% unique. Maybe it's not. Okay. I changed I changed. It's not. Instead of blue, it's pink. Is that what you're telling me?
So maybe it's blue, and then it has wooden columns, versus the other one is red, and it has a wood plank in between with a little break underneath or something like that.
Is that texture change, or is that a model? Is that
no? It's modeled.
Okay.
It's modeled.
Oh no, yeah. Then I accept it.
It's modeled. I don't. My textures are palette. There's no textures. It's everything in that it's from Rutz uses the same texture.
There was a question earlier in chat which I forgot to ask, which I was going to ask. Are you looking forward to the new Blender?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I am not sure. Every time I get excited about Blender, I've been using Blender since forever. I go, okay, Blender's coming 2.8, whatever, and this, when I get to use it, it's like, it's cool. I can do, these things, but I don't end up using all the crazy stuff that they go into, right? So I'm not sure if I'm very excited about it. The only thing that excites me about Blender upgrades is the speed and my computer not crashing.
Ah.
That's what gets me excited. So new blenders are always good because they crash less, which makes me a lot happier. Because 3D modeling softwares, they crash like crazy. Doesn't matter what good computer you have, they break down.
I asked a question about Blender, right? And Dansky's like, "Thanks for finally asking." I mean, Dansky, if you weren't distracting me with your stories of coq au vin and other farmyard animals and your French cooking, then maybe I would have got round to asking sooner. All right, it's your own fault.
You tell them.
Well, lovely to see you back on the stream, but you missed the raffle! Exclamation mark. The winner is. I'm gonna roll the dice. Is it gonna work now? Oh my god! It's
Coco Van?
No, it's doing the same bug thing again. Hang on, I need to open the raffle again.
Mm.
Right, I'm opening the raffle and I'm gonna close it in 10 seconds. Okay, oh, you can join it now, Nana Kontotov.
That is an amazing name.
Nana Kontotov. Right. Working now? Right. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Raffle Messi Slife away. No. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now. Pick winner. Oh my god, I hate you so much, chatbot!
I'm rooting for you.
We attempted to pick a winner 5+ times. Sadly enough, none of these were. What? They are following the channel. Why does it think they're not following the channel? What if I remove... Okay, we're removing the option that says they must be a follower because there's got to be a bug. Okay. Pick a winner. There you go. Unsub button. You're the winner.
There.
Unsub button.
Right.
Are you following? Are you a follower of the channel? Unsub button. Because it says you're not, and I had to remove the option for you to win. Apparently, nobody in the chat is following on Twitch. If that's true, you all make me sick. Right? You make my gallbladder grow back.
That is definitely not nice, people.
Hashtag bad.
That's very unnice.
I would never follow you. I just randomly find your stream every weekend.
Yeah, it just happens to drop by my mailbox.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Let me show you. Send you a picture of here.
Hang on. What are you sending?
I'm sending a picture of a little bit of what we put up with the sci-fi pack because I haven't put any of those pictures.
Oh, I'm looking. You're sharing. You're sharing the scene.
No, I sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to. This is a private chat that I had.
Is this an inappropriate picture?
No, not at all. It's just it's using the parts of the sci-fi pack.
You mean the sci-fi pack that nobody won because it wasn't?
Yep, exactly that one.
The Hadron Collider thing.
Yes. No. Send you a picture.
The big Hadron.
Yeah. So I sent you a picture. That's in the sci-fi pack.
That's sexy. I love it.
That's we made the machine for it.
It's got arcade machines in there.
Yeah, you got arcade machines. There's a lot of stuff. It's
That'd be cool. Since we do want it, we just prefer fantasy. Well, the good news is, sign up to Andy Rutz's store !Rutz, and you can get it for half price. I have a
You can
question.
definitely
Asked
get it for
Stella.
half price.
Can one safely use assets from Unity in Unreal?
Yes, if you download them and you just import the FBX. But characters are gonna break
You
because
mean they're going to break as in the rigs?
the rig, yeah, the rig is gonna blink out. You're gonna have to do adjustments either in Blender or hope the retargeting does a good job.
What's your
So,
favorite
which is my favorite of what?
between the two?
The assets?
Unreal, Unity.
I mean, it's gonna sound corny, but I like both. The problem is,
Oh.
they each have their own thing, right? Unity is that simple to compare to Unreal. Like you can cook up a game in one day. You can literally. I've made 2 games the past 2 weeks. Literally made two games, one a week. Simple games, right? But they're just super simple. However, Unreal, it's it is a better system. It just takes more time. But what you get, it's a better quality, kind of overall, right? And also, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like you can't deny that it's a better quality project. Even when, like, is one good example. Every
Say it as you
time
see it, Andy.
Unity,
Say it as you see it.
yeah, every year Unity poops up a new update. It breaks every other project you had.
Yeah. Poops it
It's
out.
not like it swaps it out. It breaks completely your project, and then you have to redo a lot of the things. That doesn't happen with Unreal. Unreal, it's already set, it's built, it works. They just built on top of it. You barely ever get a problem when you're updating because it's a done deal. It's set. They made games with it already, right?
Yeah. That's you hit
So
the nail on the head there. They've made
yeah,
games with.
they've and that's why they're a better product. It is what it is. However, it's you can't just go into Unreal and say, I'm just gonna download 3 assets from the store and just gonna plug them in and it's gonna work. No, it's not gonna
Do you
happen.
know what Unity is? Right. Unity is buying a car from a company who have never driven a car.
Oof, nailed it. Literally, nailed it. And they put 3 wheels, right? And they think it looks cool.
They could be putting 10 wheels on it, thinking it needs more wheels, needs more cowbell.
Oh, it just doesn't have 4 like a normal car.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Unity's great for both, like and they'll be like, yeah, we look how fast we can go with 10 wheels.
Yeah. It's true. Oh well, I don't know. I think they're playing catch with Unreal, and I think that's damaging them. Honestly, they have to stop trying to get Unreal's market, and they need to pay attention to their market, which is neglected, right? And the other ones that are targeting it, like Godot, they can't because Godot is not it's not in their level. So, like I
Godot's
said, I like both. It just depends what I'm doing.
yeah, and I like both, but I have to be honest. I every time I go back to Unreal, I do get very frustrated with and it's I used to make stuff with Unreal Tournament. I used to use
Mm-hmm.
Unreal Tournament as a game engine to make games.
Right.
Okay? So that and then Unity was annoying to me, and now Unreal is annoying to me. So if I spent a good solid month locking myself in a room with Unreal, I'd probably love it after that month.
Yep. And then you'll have Unity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to me. I went to Unreal for 3 months. I kind of got the hang of it. Then I went back to Unity because it was easier, and I already had spent thousands in assets. So I was like, I went back, and then it was wow. This is not good at all. Look at all these errors, and I don't know why. They have no logic. Oh man. That's another good thing about Unreal. Like whenever you get a bug or an error, it tells you what it is. Like I have an error in my scene right now, and it says ambiguous, ambiguous match found. That's my error.
With Unity, if you got an error and it's not in Google, like the first page on Google results, then your life is over. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
you did.
yeah,
Well,
so.
you actually got Chat GPT now though.
Oh no, but ChatGTP would just be like, "You've got to do it." Blah blah blah. You're like, ChatGTP, you're lying to me. You're right. I am lying to you. I apologize.
Well, I have made scripts with the chat, so I'm actually quite happy with it. I actually make a couple of scripts. Made a flying mount script and a controller for a game. Also was able to connect a network game with it with Photon, so it's not that bad. But
I,
I
I
did spend.
I've made it to real complex stuff. Like I don't like you having success with ChatGTP just tells me that you are doing Hello World. That's what I feel, right, when you say that. Because
Definitely.
every time I've tried to do something more advanced, it's lied because it's either hallucinated an answer for a library that doesn't exist, or somebody posted something online and stuck it in ChatGTP, and it was code that was specific to their own custom libraries or whatever, an asset, and then ChatGTP thinks that that is the answer that everyone can use, and like use this method. It doesn't exist. That class doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
I don't know what to tell you. I can prove it to you.
June says, well, there's your problem, Messi. You're trying to have it do the work completely. Well, I'm trying to make it do a little bit of effort.
No, I want it to do the whole work if it can.
That'd be nice. Well, if it cook me
Yeah,
dinner, stroke my hair, and tell
yeah.
me that it loves
Wh-
me, why
I
not?
mean, what would be the point if the machine can do it? Why not? And then we got Race of the Machines.
Yeah, true. Tom Selleck coming home, hunting his house,
So
trying to kill him.
it is strange to 2021, but if you pay for the exactly GPT-4
Yeah.
and you connect one of those plugins, so you can feed it information. So what I do is I grab the documents from the assets and the documents from Unity, and I just send the link and tell it read this, and I get the PDFs and I have it study the PDF, and then I tell them make me a code using the information that you just learned. So it works pretty good.
I love it.
But I do train it first.
Read this, and do your homework.
Exactly. I go study this. Now, do you understand it? Yes. Can you explain it? Yes. There you go. Now I need you to make this. And, well, a little back and forth, but you end up with a nice script.
Know what?
I don't.
That's actually a really clever thing to do.
I told myself that. It's the same thing I did. I was like, oh my God, this is clever.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, you know what? Actually, let me see if I have the project here.
June says that's what he did with Indie Mark's Netcode Plus, and that's how they learned how to make the most of the network, his networking system. Awesome.
It's super smart, honestly. Like it solves a lot of the problems that you would have. And like if I try to write a script and I'm being lazy, it's like, man, I'm being lazy. Can you? I want to do this, and this is the frame that I want to go with. And I give him a little bit of the script, and then the thing finishes it for me, and I change one of the two things, and I have the script done. Right? I don't have to write it.
Barak says, for info, I've been beta testing Unity's Muse chat. Their chat GPT is pretty poor, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So
Oh,
people, I've read that in Twitter.
yeah,
People are not happy about Musha, but they used it to see how can Unity make more money without effing over the publishers. And he told them like 5 things Unity could do.
oh wow,
It's like nobody thought of using Muse for this.
wow, that's gold.
It is gold.
Oh
It's
my word.
like your own butt.
Do you know what? It's late. I just realised how late it is for you.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my
Well,
word.
not, but it kind of depends. I have a 3-month-old, so late is relative. Until he's a year old, so it's not that bad. I usually go to bed in 2 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad. Bulked
No,
Up
it's not
says
that bad.
we were asked to do a survey on our experiences with it and how much we would pay for it. Bulked Up, I'm gonna guess that your answer was that they need to pay you to use it. That's good.
That sounds about right.
Oh my word.
Let
Oh,
me
is
see
this
if
the?
this
Are
works.
you sharing your screen? Is this the thingamajig?
Yeah, I was gonna show you the script of the. Let me
Hang on,
see. Here,
hang on. Where's the fudging? Hang on.
I might.
There it
I don't
is.
know if I'm still sharing. Am
There
I
it is.
still sharing?
All right. So what are you showing me here inside Unity?
So you see Spaceship Controller.
Spaceship controller.
I made this script with Chat GPT entirely with it, and it created the whole thing. I was just telling him what I wanted to do. I didn't give him anything. I just told him what I wanted the ship to do. So I haven't opened this project in a long time. So let's see if it actually runs. Because today, every time I try something, it seems to have a great bug, a very special bug in
Exactly,
it.
because you've got the messy curse.
Yeah, I love it. It happens often to people then.
Was
Or is it just
Cinti
me?
lookalike the goal? Oh,
Was Cinti look like the go?
is that did you ask Chat GTP? How do I make Cinti style assets? I'm gonna say, uh, the day that Cinti puts blend shapes on their characters, I would celebrate it, but it hasn't happened yet.
Well, actually, um I was make so how I started making the characters was that I wanted to have better characters than Cinti's because I don't want to say something bad, but I don't like them at all. So I wanted to have other characters, and I started to create the Elijah, right? And then I had some friends telling me, "You should, can you send me the pack?" And they kind of asked for it, and ended up saying, "You know what? Let's just kind of sell it and put it on the store." But the idea was that it could be used with Cinti environment. That it was the idea initially.
There you go.
So there we go. So
Is
the
it
ship,
is it buggy? Is it working?
I don't know. Okay, yep, it lift off.
I love Checker.
You
He
see,
bigs up Chat GTP and then talks about bugs.
see, it does works pretty good. Rotates with looking at the mouse. It drifts, and there's no physics. Purely controller, which is pretty cool.
GPT.
And
I've never to ask me about GDPR or GPDR or GD or G or PDGR.
PD. Well, what? Well, what?
I always get in trouble for like getting my letters around the wrong way. I always do that. I don't. So if you know what I'm talking about, why would
What are
you
you talking about?
words? What you
I
talking about, Willis?
nailed it. This is actually most of it is the sci-fi pack.
What the Cinti sci-fi pack or your sci-fi pack?
No, my sci-fi pack. my this whole thing here is the sci-fi pack. Let me show you one thing. Let's see if I can enter here. Look, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
Are you going to go inside?
If I remember what the key is, there it is.
Was the key
Yeah,
E? Was it E?
it is G.
G?
Yeah,
Who puts G as the key to operate something? What kind of
I'm
madness is
special.
this?
I'm special.
Sanyo's going to bed. Good night, buddy. Have a great one.
Good night. So yeah, it's pretty modular. It allows you to do all these things for top-down
Oh, I
games.
love your. Is that a shader effect that you've got there? That you're.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, because I wanted to make it so like every building inside the city could be something. You could get a quest in there or something. So you can enter every building. This was a test city.
Why does his bike magically appear when he throws a disc?
You never saw Dragon Ball capsule?
Ah. Oh, well, like
Yeah,
Pokemon. Well,
capsule. Bulma's capsule. Dragon Ball Co. No, at all. Come on.
well, Dowie said
Go
it,
with.
it reminds him of a chicken taxi game. Do you know what? I can make my. I need to go back to working on my Chicky Taxi game. Did you ever see any of my videos where I was making the taxi
I
game?
saw not the taxi game, but I saw a couple of other videos.
Well, I was doing Crazy Taxi, but for my kids to play on their tablet with a
That is
cartoon.
pretty cool. Are you gonna
But
show it?
the problem was it works perfectly fine on the desktop. On the Amazon Kindle tablet, oh my word, it does not perform well. And I found the problem was optimizing the artwork from Six Games,
Mm.
who I love Six Games so much, but I was having issues. So basically, as soon as I changed out the art assets, my performance problems.
What gun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to spend more effort. So then I was like, you know what? I could just like have the low quality mobile version and the high quality desktop version, and then I got my job. If I put it bluntly, I got a job working for Activision Blizzard King. So it was like I don't have that much free time now to do it. So do the live interviews, do the occasional YouTube video, and have a job in the game industry, or not have a job and work on a kid's taxi game on the tablet. So, yeah.
I mean, it depends. If the kids' task game makes you $1 million, then you get to pay Unity half of that.
Love it.
And we went to Oblivion. Okay.
My wife is playing Starfield, right? And she
How is it?
says
Everybody says
she's loving it,
it's
right?
sucky.
No, she's loving it. She's loving it.
Okay.
But she says she's more of a feeling of what's it called, Skyrim than Fallout, but she loves Skyrim.
Right? Got it.
Right?
Okay.
But the problem that she has with Starfield is that her immersion is destroyed with space travel because they've been really lazy with the development. You just instantly pop from one place in the universe, in the galaxy, to another. So there's no sense of distance. Like if you're playing Epic Danger, like she spends hours flying in Elite Dangerous, right?
Right.
Like literal like human real life hours flying from one place to another. But even if you were going to fast travel, they don't even do like a jump to light speed type effect.
Oh, you just pop there.
You just pop straight there.
Mm.
So there's like it just that for her, like her immersion is completely destroyed.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I mean, one of the thing about space travel is that speed, right? Speed of light part. If you are ignoring that, then it's. But I do like, honestly, the fact that it if it feels like Elder Scrolls or Oblivion, something like that, that'd be great. That would make me buy it. I wasn't gonna buy it, but now I'm thinking about it because I love Elder Scrolls.
Brian says, I personally love the Elder Scrolls series over Starfield, but I do like Starfield. Brian, are you getting more of an Elder Scrolls vibe in playing Starfield, or does it feel more like Fallout? Like if you were going to compare it to the Elder Scrolls games or Fallout, the gameplay, how it feels, and the interactions and stuff, character development, which would you say that it feels more akin to? Most people hate to travel and delete that. Yeah, well, man, I'm not saying like to go and spend hours flying your spaceship in Starfield, but put a jump to light speed kind of effect. Have some kind of
Yeah,
feeling like you are actually in space.
I agree. At least have that feeling. You don't have to, like, for example, you can do taking Star Trek Online as an example, right? You don't have to spend hours traveling. You can just travel to somewhere and you get there in 1 second, but you still get that light speed feel.
Oh my
That's
god!
never
Just reminded
ignored.
me. There was a Star Trek game that I had uh, back when games came on DVDs and CDs. I think this was the CD, not even DVD, and it was on like 10 CDs. Um, and you really felt like you were in space. Oh, what the hell was it called?
Hmm.
Chat. What was that old Star Wars game where you were like Star Trek Academy? Is that what it was called? Maybe Star Trek Academy or something. It was great. I loved that. Oh, I want to get that back again. Chat says Starfield is okay at the moment. Ryan says, in some ways I get Elder Scroll vibes because of the factions, but everything else feels Fallout. Dowski says Starfield isn't like any of the other games because there is no exploration. Oh.
Oh well, that's a problem for it's a space game with no exploration. That's just bad.
Starfield is
Isn't
a
it?
dialogue shooting game with an excessive amount of loading screens. Oh wow. Oh, by the
That
way, my wife, since I changed my wife's hard drive and I put her an M2 and installed her on the new M2, she says that everything loads within seconds, whereas before it was taking forever, load screens, and now it's like she goes, it's like a instantaneous. Oh my god.
that seems odd. So there's a way to get rid of the loading screen being so
Increase your hard
slow.
drive. Brian says, you know what Starfield reminds me of? The old Knights of the Old Republic games. Really?
I like Knights of the Old Republic a lot. That was a fun game. Well,
Why the
maybe back
mother
back then.
duck can't you fly starship in atmosphere? And Unsub says, I want to be able to have full screen screenshots on your website, by the way, Mr. Rutz.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Another request, updates, full screen screenshots.
Full screen screenshots on my website.
Yes.
They want that.
Yes.
I want to be able to full screen screenshots. You know what? Let me go. I've never even tried to do it. But good feedback. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna go check that out right now and see if and why can't I do that? I understand. Makes sense.
Hashtag feedback. Don't forget to sign up. It is for free. Go to metafeed.com.
Yeah, if it ends up being something cool, then you don't have to fight to get good information about indie games and
Yeah.
indie games developers,
If you
right?
sign up now,
Because
you get your username without somebody else has
yeah,
taken it.
and you get the points, and the points are gonna be spendable in the asset store.
Oh wow, points mean prizes. We like
Right, so
that.
you get points for everything. Like if you comment, you get points, and there's quests like the commenter or the influencer quest, where you get, if you get a certain amount of points, then you get a badge, and that badge, and you get more points, and you can spend the points on the asset store when it goes live. So everything you do gives you points, even signing up.
Even posting links to your OnlyFans page will give you
There you
points.
go. Exactly.
So do it. Do it now. Do it. What are you waiting
But
for?
if you're gonna put things like that right now, this is the moment, because if
Do
it
it.
gets popular, then you won't be able to do that. We'll have to put up the filters for the emotional people.
Put your pictures of your blend
Let's
shapes for the
go.
boobies. Do the boobies. What are you looking for? You looking for assets or boobies? Get to metafeed. Oh, calm. Yeah.
You can't look for both.
Do it. Do both. Do it.
For
Get off the
both.
floor. Get off the floor.
Oh, if just
That,
in, I don't know if you're watching my screen, but these
I am
are
watching it. I am.
it's Elijah's characters,
Oh,
and this is the guy from the video.
there he is. Watch me create games is now a MetaFeed member.
Let's go. Welcome.
Do it.
Let's
Why,
go.
Branson? Why did it automatically capitalize my first letter in my name? SS Night Shadow. The first S is a capital and it's triggering me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just told them to write just normal good English.
No, yeah, you
I
shouldn't
did.
do that. You shouldn't force people to because
I
that's
keep for
branding. That's
I
branding.
dude, I keep forgetting. I'm really bad at this new age of not following anything.
Yeah,
I'm really bad at
that's
it.
killing people's brands. You'd
I
actually
do a,
get sued.
I do apologize for it, right? I keep calling guys guys and girls, and I keep getting in trouble. It's not personal.
It's the casing. It's you don't have to worry about that. You just need to.
I'll do my best to allow to have any type of character in there.
Okay.
I'll do my best. I do appreciate the feedback.
Right. So first is letters in the website for MetaFeed. Right?
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
automatically change capitalizations.
No.
Stella says, "Please, you all guys, stop doing girls with super boobies. Stop doing the super boobies. Do it."
I will stop. But I did take that out from the character, so I don't think it's available on the character. That was on my version because I was using the old version in that scene. So I don't think the big boobies are available in the store. Yes.
How to fix the banner? You got to go to your pro. It was like so many.
Your profile.
Menus, yeah.
No, just click on the top part. Let me see. Where's my? Yeah.
For my birthday, can I not put in the year? Yeah, I think Andy's. You're 12 or something. 2012.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it was 15 years ago. No. Didn't I do this 15 years ago?
It says your date of birth. You were born in 2012.
There you go. See, you can put whatever you want. You can't. You can lie in social media.
No, you can't.
It's allowed.
Don't you dare.
So here on the top is you see your kind of name. You click profile or settings. It basically takes you to the same place. And here you can change anything you need.
Stella, I know a few people where they're bigger than their heads, so that's why we need blend shapes so that we can make people as God or the plastic surgeon has intended.
Definitely. I mean, some people need the big parts. It just makes them happier, I guess.
I used to
who are we? You used to get told what?
I used to get told I had very nice curvaceous bottom. I haven't got that feedback in many years.
It makes me a little bit jealous, though.
Makes me sad that I don't get that said to me. Like random people at the bus stop.
That's maybe because of the diet that you said that you were not following. That's on you.
It's nice to know people at the bus stop commenting about how lovely and curvaceous and sexy your butt is.
Oh, definitely.
And it's joyful, like how cute they phrase it. Like, "Hey, fat ass, come over here. Move your fat ass out of the way so I can get past." It's cute, it's sexy. Downski has been purged. The robot has.
Please refrain from using. Oh. Oh, what did he say? I want to know. Oh, the duck. There you go.
What is Downsky? You can't post links unless you're a sub on the Twitch. You have to click that subscribe button on Twitch if you want to be posting links. You want to post links? You Mother duck you. I need to get paid. I need to feed my kids. Click that
He
subscribe
was
button. Downski.
you you were talking about that OnlyFans link, and
I did click it, but it asked for my CVC.
I usually they do when they're putting a credit card in.
So I exited it.
That's how we make sure it's yours.
Did I just hear Messi say a naughty naughty?
Yes.
Did I say naughty? What did I say?
I am not gonna comment on that.
I said mother duck. Duck, I said. What the duck?
I think it's the fan sound of the fan kind of made it sound differently. You can go back and watch the videos though.
Oh, before that, the fat ass.
Yes.
That's not a swear. Leave your fat ass. What a lovely fat ass you have. Ass isn't swearing.
It depends on what country you're in.
What the fudge?
Are you in?
When
Depends on
did
what country.
ass become a swear? I mean, Americans say fanny all the time, and that's just disgusting.
Well, you're allowed to say it on TV, but you're not allowed to say it not on TV.
You're not allowed to say fanny unless it's a woman's name, unless it's your Aunt Fanny. I went to see Aunt Fanny the other day. How is she? Oh, she's all right. Keeps complaining about arthritis. Oh, you know what she is like? Bit of olive oil, and away she goes. Like nothing's happened. Oh, good old Aunt Fanny. Oh, yeah, but her husband Keith, what an arse. Don't swear. How dare you?
How
How
dare
dare you say that? For the low poly of your characters, their movement looks really good, and the blend shapes too. That cape movement feels really, really nice. Thank you,
Yeah,
Stella.
appreciate it. Thank you. Like I mentioned, I wanted to. And I really don't like Cynthia's character. I do feel like they have great products until you touch those characters. They're
Oh, wow.
like, what happened here?
That's a
So
that's a
I mean,
take, isn't it?
it is what it is.
You know,
I mean,
they're going to be on the stream next Sunday.
it's great. They are an inspiration to every low poly artist out there. They make amazing environments. They do a lot of great work, which kind of makes me feel even worse to the fact that they don't spend that time and effort into their characters. It's like I am not as professional as they are, and I feel my characters are a lot nicer. And that's not fair.
What is it about their characters that offends you so much?
Look at that face. And then they got this. Okay, we said I can't use that word. What was the word that I could use? Little people?
Yeah, little people.
Little people proportions on all the bodies. All the characters, even the adult ones, they look like kids.
Are we allowed to say little people? I don't know.
I don't know yet. I don't know anymore. I need a dictionary of allowed words.
All I know is no matter what we say, okay,
we're gonna offend somebody.
No, we're gonna offend one particular person, and he feels he's the representative and in charge and the king of everyone. Right? As long as you don't offend Peter Dinklage.
Well, I mean, the needs of the many, the needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few, right?
Oh, the needs of the Peter Dinklage seems to outweigh the needs of every other person on the planet.
Bloody it's a unity complex. It's a unity complex. I do agree with watch me make games. Love it. It's and that's why the characters that I did, I keep adding to the same characters the outfits, right? The updates just bring more outfits, and then you can mix and match. Like, let me see if I can do that here, using the. Let's not say the generator because this is not. I'm actually gonna put this on Patreon. Just gonna put it on Patreon. Generators, it works pretty well.
You should put it on Patreon.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Patreon.
You can smooth the normals and the Cinti characters, which makes them look very different. Yes, I've done that.
Yep, these are smooth a little bit. I have it on 60. Okay, so character change. So let's just kind of. Oops, I got a bunch of these. Yeah. Okay.
Stop
So
ignoring my friend request. I will ignore your friend.
So part of it is like, since we added all the outfits in here, you can get combinations from fantasy mixed with sci-fi, and you can create pretty cool stuff, right? Like, it has sci-fi pants, and this is a rogue shirt, and then you can get really unique when it comes to the characters. Let me see if this guy. I think this guy has blend shapes. Yeah, he does.
I forgot my password.
It did. So yeah, I agree. Like, Cinti characters need a little bit. I don't know. They're a little bit too kind of. Characters need a little. It doesn't allow you to do a lot. I do agree with that. Even the ones that are modular. But again, I have nothing against the Cinti or anything. I use their assets. I actually purchase most, if not all, their assets. But I use their environments, and that's why I created my characters, just to kind of be able to have a better character inside that environment. And actually, the environment that I made, we also made it the way that it could fit with Cinti stuff also. Like, I've never had in my mind to go and kind of replace Cinti in any way or shape or form. It was more of a supplement, because they have a lot of everything, and that's great. And there's certain things that they don't have in the stylized type section, and that's why most of the assets that we made were more on the stylized side. And you can mix and match, right? You can use both.
I just don't like the fact that I don't have mouse.
It's I mean, it's a weird look. It is, and honestly, a weird look. They could do so much better.
How easy is it to make the mouth move when speaking? Is blend shapes, Chris. It was really easy. It was just blend shapes. I was doing it earlier. I was just making the mouse move when we were talking with the microphone.
Yeah. So let's say it goes like this. I don't know if you can see it, but with scripts, you do a combination of these. So you have the whenever anything that sounds like it opens your mouth. This one is the sh sound, and then you have the O's. So you do, like, you could say also, right? Also, something like that. So with script, you just play around with these three, which are the basics for lip sync. And it's not really complicated. You can do it with a game creator pretty easily.
And I'll leave the final words to you, mate. Whatever message you want to give before we sign off.
Well, actually, I appreciate you for having me. I appreciate everybody for showing us a great time. It was fun to know about you guys and talk about, real life stuff. That was really fun. And, my DMs are always open if anybody got questions or you just want to talk. And thank you. It was really fun. Appreciate you guys.
You're a sweet, sweet badger. And added you to friends. Exactly. From now on, we are friends without a D.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I love it. Let's do it. See y'all in the meta feed. Not.
See you in the meta feed, friend. My friend.
Cheers.
Oh, what a beautiful badger. Oh, it's lovely. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.